In this segment of the discussion, I think we merit a discussion of the family, the Koinange family, the nucleus of the family and how it was organized. I understand there were 6 wives, and we would like basically to focus and do a tracer of the family and the way it was organized. The Koinange family. Yeah. Okay, when Koinange came to here we are, although I told you it was a bit up there when he was given somewhere to build. When he was chased from he had 3 wives. The first wife is called Mbiyu Koinange. Mbiyu came from he was daughter of Kihara. Kihara they were from Bariaigi, from Dumberi. Mbiyu came in, when she came, she had, Mbiyu was born, and 2 sisters, Lydian Wairimu and Isabel Wanjiku. They also had a Kihara. Kihara died because of that movement. He died because now Koinange came in as an IDP. So Kihara died. So Mbiyu is the one we are saying is from of Mbiyu. Was called Peter. Peter Mbiyu went to they were all educated here in Kiambaa. He went to Buxton School in Mombasa. After that, he came to Alliance. He was a student, I don't know number what, in Alliance. Then he went to Britain. I gave you a story of him going to Britain, to America. He went to study. He went into several universities in America. And when he was there, then his sister, one sister, the one, you know the way we name children. We name children, the first son, you name your father. The second son, you name the father of the mother. The third son, you name your brother. So in Koinange family, all wives had Mbiyu, because he's the father of the Koinange, and they had Wanjiku, because the Wanjiku is the mother of Koinange. They also have Wairimu, because Wairimu is a sister of Koinange, first sister. The first sister. And they also have Karoga, like my name, who is the first brother of Koinange. So in the Mbiyu family, there is Isabella Wanjiku. She got friend with somebody. We call him today Gedharia. In Kikuyu custom, if a girl get pregnant and you don't want her to get married, you build her a house behind your house, mother's house, called Dhingira. It cannot be house. It's a Dhingira, because house is an altar. You build a Dhingira. Then she can continue having children with somebody called Gedharia. Gedharia will still be coming there, getting children, but those children do not belong to the Gedharia and do not also belong to the mother. They belong to you as a father. Okay. So the first daughter of Koinange, she was the first daughter of Senior Chief. She was older than Mbiyu. She was taken that way. Mbiyu didn't want her Koinange didn't want her to marry. So another family came. They wanted her, and they brought dowry here. And that time, Koinange would call his family from Kabuko, Gesha. We have got a big family there. From Rimuru, from Mangu. They will come and celebrate the marriage of this first daughter. So when they came, one of the people who are coming from Deya side, they asked Koinange, who are we? These Goima are for who? Wanjiko. We met with Wanjiko near Rimuru. She was running away.
From her own ceremony?
Yes. Because she doesn't want to marry this person.
Okay.
She wants the other one, the Githaria one now. So, Koinange...
Githaria meaning that the other person, the person who had given her a child, was a married man.
She had not begun a child. But now, when she got that, and Koinange didn't want her to get married to this person, and this Wanjiko is still insisting this one, that they were calling that man a Githaria. So it's called Stephen Githaria.
Okay.
And Githaria, Githaria and somebody else, they are the people who inspire Mbiyu to go to fight Muzungu.
Okay.
Because where they were sitting somewhere in Dembegwa, the banana road was full of dust. It was not tarmac that time. And they were sitting somewhere up there, Rugeka Iguru. Mbiyu and his age mate Githaria and somebody else. And then Mbiyu, those people were saying, no, now they are going to Tigoni with the cars. And there is a lot of dust. Then the Githaria told Mbiyu, is it going to be this way now? Muzungu tupigia to dust. Mbiyu told them, no, Muzungu can go. They made a bet. Mbiyu made a bet with the Githaria. He was an age mate that Muzungu would go. So one of the things which pushed Mbiyu even to Githunguri College and all that is that bet they made with the Githaria.
Okay.
That Muzungu will have to go because they had bet. So that one of the first daughter, Mbiyu is the first son. The other daughter is called Lilian Wairimu. Wairimu was named sister of Koinange. And the first Lilian was married to Bishop Bobadia Kariuki. Okay. She's the mother of the...
That's the mother of Kariuki, the Attorney General.
Yeah. She was the mother of former Attorney General. And the Kariuki had come here as a teacher in Kiamba School, which belonged to Koinange. The Kiamba School was owned, in fact, it's on Koinange's land. It was his school. So Kariuki came to teach there. Yeah. And after teaching, of course, he got a girl, and they even bought land here. So they belong to this area. The other, from the same Mariam, there was Charles Koinange. Charles Koinange was, even during all that struggle, Charles was a chief. He took chief. He was Mzungu. They were arguing, you cannot be a chief if you are not a Christian. For them to know your character, you have to be a chief. You have to be a Christian. So, and you cannot be a Christian if you have more than one wife. So Charles is one of the people who separated. He threw another wife to become a chief. She became a chief. And when Koinange was detained, being a chief, he was the one left out here. So he was learning like Koinange businesses. Koinange gave him his open, like an open check, give him the account to help build a church. Koinange, that time they were building a
This is the Charles we flew with once on Panam from Senegal. Yes, yeah.
Charles. Oh, you okay. Charles was the father of Dr. Koinange, who used to be a director of medical services, but later became a PS. And he had so many other children. Now, in the same Mariam, had who? Had the girl who was married to Kenyatta. So called Metondo.
Miss?
Metondo.
Metondo.
Yeah, he was named Koinange's sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was married during the Githunguri College days.
Not Githunguri College. College was before. When Kenyatta came back in 1946. In fact, this tank you see here,
okay,
is Kenyatta who built it. He was build it. He was staying here. He was staying in a storehouse there, Kombi. That's where he was sleeping. And that's when they met with Metondo and he married Metondo. Okay, okay. Metondo got her...
On this compound?
Yeah. Metondo got her first child, one boy. And when she was getting her second child in Kiambu Hospital, she died. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now the child was brought back here, was brought up by the grandmother until Kenyatta married Mama Ngina, and now the child became like Uhuru's sister. Yeah. Yeah. That is the first wife. The second wife was called Julia Njeri. Julia Njeri helped Koinange. In fact, this land where we are now, it was where the Julia has come from. It was their Julia's family. So Koinange got this land because she's married to one of their daughters. Okay. So she was given a place to build here because of Julia. So Julia Julia is the same who started the church with Koinange. And is the same who called her stepfather to continue with church, who was in Scotland church. So Julia, the first son, was John Mbiyu. John Mbiyu, when the oathing came out from here, it went to John Mbiyu's. And John Mbiyu and Noah Karoga and Koinange were the people taken in immediately after the death of Waruhiu. Okay. Because the gentleman who killed Waruhiu, who confessed he killed Waruhiu, he said he had been given the gun by John. And when he finished, he took it back to John. But the gun was looked after, the Mzungu didn't find it. It was never found. It was never found. So John and his brother and his father, they were released. The case was they are accessory to the death, so there is no even gun and all that, so they were released. John, even the first Senate, before now the senators we are having now, there used to be a Senate before. John was the first senator of Kiambu. Okay. Yeah. And John's wife was very instrumental into... She also joined John in politics. Because when they organized even the attack in Rari, they were organizing John's house. And when they organized there, is the wife who gave them money. He told them where to get cash if things go back. In the Muru, he kept money somewhere in the shop, so they can come and take money. How the getaway? The same way, the same group, one went to Rari, and the other one went to Naivasha, where they stole a whole lot of ammunition. And they released prisoners. Yeah, that arrangement. The prison attack. That arrangement was made by John's wife. Okay. It was made in John's house. Okay. Yeah. So. The other brother is called James Jeroge. And James Jeroge was also detained with Jeff's father. They were in Ramu together. And he also have got a big family. There is also the lady I told you who was killed, but she later is a sister to John. She's of the Juria family called Tabitha. Then there is another lady in Nairobi. They were staying in Nairobi all the time. Called Wambui. Wambui was named the mother of Julia. And she was in Nairobi even during emergency. She was married by Wanjama. Wanjama is a brother to Gashadi, who was in education.
Okay.
And then there is another lady also called Wairimu also, and from Banana. So that is the Julia family. Then that one is Jeff's grandmother. Okay. The Joyce. And Joyce, I have told you, I've narrated mostly about the Joyce family, how they went to Karoga.
That's now Fred's mother.
Yeah, Fred's mother. And now those three wives, they came with Koinange from the settled area. When he was chased, he came with 3 wives and a few children. But after that, he married 2 other wives. The 4th wife he married was from Kijabi. He married her. Before the marriage, you pay dowry and finish everything, then you make a day for going for the wife. When they were waiting to go for the wife died. Dowry, yeah. So they said now they cannot give her sister because it's not customary. You cannot marry your wife's sister. So they got another girl from the same family, so they can avoid returning the dowry. So, and when Koinange learned is that she's getting somebody else, she also paid another dowry. Okay. She paid a dowry. And after some time, before she went for the wife, she died again. Again? Well? She died. So now there are the 2 girls who have died. They paid 2 dowries? 2 dowries to return. So what happened? They took a girl, a young girl, about less than 10 years old. They gave it to Koinange because they don't want let her grow. Let her grow. So she came and Koinange took her to her sister called Priscilla Diko. So the Priscilla, Koinange that time there were schools and all, so he educated her to the school. When she became 26 years, she moved in as now Koinange's 4th wife. Yeah. Okay. That, of course, now the 5th wife is my mother. My mother also came from a very rich family because the Karura forest, the forest between Nairobi and Kikuyu land, was owned by 3 people. Okay. My grandfather, Aruba Gashie, who is of the Kihara family, and another one from Kabete area. All that, they owned that land. And Karura forest. Yeah, they had left it there. So Maasai would not be, the Maasai didn't know how to fight in the forest. Okay. So when the Maasai come to the forest, they can't cross. They're stuck. Yeah. So it was like a boundary for them and for boundary for all other Kikuyus on the other side. So, and when Koinange was marrying my mother, he made a road from here up to Mushada. My mother is from Mushada. Those people you hear singing Ganango, they are my mother's nephews. Mushada? Yeah, Mushada. Okay. Ganango the singers? The singer, the real name is Daruba. And Daruba is my grandfather. I have even a brother called Daruba. So he made a road all the way so he can push a cart carrying kuni to go. An ox cart? Yeah, ox cart to go and slaughter Goima in Mushada. So, and now in our family we are 7, and one of them. Yeah. Okay. The Joyce family, is where the former MP came from. She was son of Karoga, Noah Karoga. And of course, we are happy that she became, but of course, you know, he died during the COVID. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I've gone through. Then
so that is the narrative.
Wife, the sixth
narrative
wife,
on the family.
Yeah, the sixth wife was died also early, very early. She had only one child.
All right.
And the parents were like handlers of Koinange. The second wife, I mean, I told you is the first was John Mbiyu. John Mbiyu. The second, James. I've mentioned James. There is their brother named. We are named the same. Karoga. He's the one who used to be principal Kenyatta University. The first son, John Mbiyu, daughter, he had only 2 children. In fact, John Mbiyu was taken in detention.
Supposedly for having given the gun.
Yeah.
The gun that killed
and the wife was also taken in. And the children were also taken into detention. Because they went to stay with the auntie. They couldn't stay with the auntie. So they were taken to, they had only 2 children. They were taken to detention. They grew and they even went to school in Marsabit. Yeah. In detention. And now that girl later was married to Mhoho. Yeah, Kamau Mhoho. So the third wife, who is now Jeff's grandmother, had Frederick, Jeff's father, Frederick, was named again. Joyce had another son called Mbiyu. And Mbiyu, when they moved here because of the IDP, Mbiyu died. Mbiyu and Kihara died. So Koinange lost 2 children by the moving from Wazungu to here. So Mbiyu, the father of Jeff, was named again, was born again. So and Mbiyu is also married to Goima family. Jeff, in fact, his Jeff name is Maura. Maura Goima, they are from Githega, as you had the mother said. Then there was their sister who didn't die, called Margaret. Margaret was married to Geshau.
Geshau?
Yeah, Geshau, who used to be in the Power and Lighting.
The Power and Lighting man, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they divorced later. And I think I've mentioned all the family now.
Were you old enough to see the parliament here?
No.
You never saw any evidence
not old enough to even know
parliament?
My father well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not old enough to know my father well. So, I mean, in that time, it's not like their children, or this.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are very sharp in computers and all that.
Yeah.
That time you are not allowed to go near the fire. You have got all mucus around.
Kimira.
Yeah. But of course, I can remember my father had a Vono bed. You know, a spring bed.
Yes.
So he used to put the children when they're there.
Okay.
So if you are that child, that's all you can remember. Yeah.
That's it. In this project, we would like to thank a number of people. Would like to thank Mary Mbiyu, who suggested the idea that we take Karoga as an encyclopedia, as an encyclopedia of the Koinange family, and do this project to record the history of the family and their trajectory from the time of colonialism to what they are today. We would like to thank Jeff for organizing the entire arrangement to do the recording. Above all, we would like to thank the narrator. The narrator is the encyclopedia. Karuga Koinange is the lastborn of the Koinange family, of Senior Chief Koinange. We would like to thank him for opening his encyclopedia to the world. And we hope to move a few steps to actualizing the final product, which will be a history and filling of the gap of the role of the Koinange family in the struggle for independence and the ongoing issues that remain to rearrange recognition and the naming of persons who made it happen in Kenya. Thank you very much.